Beautiful Namaste, yogis. Welcome to our practice today. We are going to be seated for most of this practice, and the play is to allow the energy of the earth to help you feel supported. All right, so we're going to start in one of our favorite ways to open up the hips by windshield wiper, but we're going to do it a little differently today. We're going to take a seated windshield wiper. So bring your feet about hip width apart, knees bent, feet on the earth. Walk your hands back. I like to turn my fingertips away to roll the shoulders back and down and find a little bit of lift up through the heart center. Breathe in here, and on the exhale, come to the blade sides of your feet. The knees fall to the right. Inhale, knees to center. Exhale, knees over to the left. Inhale, knees to center. Exhale, knees over to the right. Inhale, knees center. Exhale, knees over to the left. Now you've done this a few times. I'm going to widen my feet a little bit to get a little bit deeper in there. You may choose to keep it the same width or maybe even a little bit narrow. The play is to assist yourself in finding some gentle movement here while the heart is lifted and the legs are grounded. Giving a nice massage here to the hips and low back, but also to the soles of your feet. Yes? One more time with the breath. Inhale, knees to the sky. Exhale, knees to the right. Inhale, knees to the sky. Exhale, knees to the left. Now with your breath, a couple more rounds here. As we tether the movement of our bodies to the movement of the breath, it demands that we become more present. Right. Which is what the practices of yoga are here to assist us in doing. Sutra 1.2, Yoga Chitta Vritti Nirodha. Yoga is the quieting of the mind. Excellente. Okay, knees fall over to the left. Walk your hands closer to your hips. We're going to come into what is affectionately called deer pose, or 90-90, some people call it. Now you can bring the heel in a little closer if it is more comfortable for the front hip. If it's an interesting stretch for you, heel is in line with the knee is in line with the hip on the front leg, hip is in line with the knee on the back leg, heel with the knee as well. You'll bring the fingertips up in front of you, gently traction your heart forward. Stay here, or as it feels interesting, you'll tiptoe the fingertips forward and allow the heart to melt down, the belly to relax, tailbone to lengthen back behind you, drop your head. Take a big breath here. Stay for your exhale. Beautiful. Feel the rootedness of your legs and your hands. Gaze forward, and then walk the fingertips back, and then place them out in front of you, high up under the fingertips. Roll the shoulders back and down, lift up through the heart, and then from here, just lift the back knee and drop it down. Lift the knee, back down, lift the knee, back down. And then from here, 3 times with lifting the heel, back down. Lift the heel, back down. Lift the heel, back down. Beautiful. All right, we'll do a little swinging motion. So placing the weight down into the ground, lift it up through the heart, either with your hands on the earth, or you might bring the hands together into prayer at the heart for a little balance play. You'll lift that back leg up and stretch it forward. And then back behind you. 2 more. Stretch it forward and back behind you. Stretch it forward and back behind you. And then you'll make your way into what is affectionately called pigeon pose. I like to bring my feet, my toes and my back foot. Lift that leg just a little bit. Sort of nuzzle myself in. Coming into full pigeon pose. You bring the hands to either side. Lift up through the heart. And then you may choose to stay right here. This might be plenty of a stretch. You may, however, begin to lift that back leg up. A few of you may choose to reach back through that right arm, catching a hold of the right foot. And the hands are rumored to be the motor organ of the heart, the feet, the motor organ of the will. So connecting yourself to the willingness to find a deep stretch within. And finding just the spot for you where it's interesting enough, but if your eyes have hardened and your jaw has hardened, you're in too deep. Stirsa sukham. Right? There's effort and there's ease. A few of you may choose to draw that heel in even further. Maybe the foot comes into the elbow. Perhaps you might reach up through that left arm. And then a few of you may choose to bend the left elbow, maybe catching a hold of the hands. And wherever you are in the pose, feel this from the heart into the hands, from the navel down into the feet, breathing open those inner invisible channels. But with your breath and attention and awareness, you can feel yourself from the inside out. One more inhale here. Exhale, release, nice and gracefully. We'll draw that foot forward, the left foot forward, come to the shape now of, affectionately called Gomukhasana, Cowface pose. If this is a ridiculous option for you, you can come to yourself in a simple seated Sukhasana. We're going to work with Gomukhasana. You do you. Snuggle in. We're going to get a bit deeper into the shoulders. Bring the arms out. Flex your hands. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Lift up through the heart. Some nice wrist circles in one direction. Circle them in the opposite. And then cross right arm under the left. Reach back for your shoulder blades. Pause. Give yourself a hug. Breathe. You may choose to stay here. You may endeavor further into the shoulders by crisscrossing the forearms. Maybe the hands find each other. Shoulders are in line with your elbows. Press the elbows together and feel the shoulder blades slide down and towards each other. Heart stays lifted. Belly lifted, tailbone grounded. Feel your feet on the earth, the knees get heavy. You might reach the fingertips up, gaze up just a smidge to floss the shoulders, and then exhale, draw the elbows down, draw them right into your heart center, and round, little forward fold. You might sway a little side to side to get into the back of the heart. Yes. Let's come home to center. Elbows up, release the arms, bring them up all the way to the sky. Drop the right hand down, lean it on over to the right as that left hip and right foot stay grounded. Back to center, both arms up. Left hand down, lean it onto the left. Drop the right hip down, drop the right foot down. Reach, reach, reach. Breathe in and breathe into where you feel it. Great. Let's come home to center. Roll yourself back. Bring both legs out in front of them. Get a little shake, 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 shake. And here we go to the second side, right? And let's start with another windshield wiper pose. Hands back behind you, a little sway back and forth. Knees to the right. Deer pose. Bring yourself up. I like to center myself, bringing both hands down. Roll the shoulders back and down. Align yourself in 90-90, also called deer pose. And then from here, tiptoe the fingertips forward, any amount. Any amount. Those of you who have bendier variety, you might endeavor to bring the heart down, all the way down onto the earth. Dropping your head, everybody drop your head, relax the shoulders, let it happen. Big exhale, get empty. And then breathe in the fresh air. Exhale out what no longer serves. Find it's deeply personal, this practice of yoga. Like, find that place within, trust the place within to find just that perfect stretch for you. And feel the healing of your breath. All right. Let's make our way back up. We might be meeting some of you there, yes? And then we'll find that nice hip stretch, hands to either side, shoulders back and down. Lift the knee 3 times. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Try to keep the hips stable onto the earth. Inhale and exhale. And then last piece here with the lifts. The heel lifts and drops down. Left heel lifts, drops down. Left heel lifts, drop down. Find the hands again to either side, out in front, maybe hands at the heart. And then lift that left leg and stretch it forward and draw it back. Stretch it forward and draw it back. The play here is to keep the heart lifted as things become, quote unquote, complicated. Yes? And eventually we'll make our way into pigeon pose. Snuggle on in here. Drop the back foot. You might gaze back down and point your toes to get a nice long leg. Nice, beautiful lift of the heart. Stay here or bend the left knee. You might reach back with that left hand. Hand and foot connection. You sort of kick the foot in the hand and feel how that opens up the heart a little bit. This might be plenty. You might gently guide the heel towards the hip. A few of you may bring the foot into the elbow. And a few of you may reach up with the right arm. Sometimes called mermaid pose. Catch a hold of your fingertips, lifting up through the heart. Big breath in. Bigger breath out. Wherever you are, you release gracefully, gently, beautifully. Reopen those channels. And then here we come again into our Gomukhasana. This time, right leg over the left. Widening the feet, snuggling down. From here, the left arm underneath the right, giving yourself a hug. Find the breath. Quiet the mind. You might even use a little play of on your exhale. Soften the eyes. The kinder we are in the eyes, the more we can see ourselves and others clearly. And if appropriate, you'll continue the journey, wrapping the forearms, hands find each other. Nice inhale as the fingertips lift up to the sky and the gaze lifts up. Exhale. Elbows right into that heart center. Oh, yeah. Bow yourself forward. Like humbly offer yourself to the shape. Breathe in and breathe out. Great. And let's bring ourselves home. Back to center. Release the arms. Bring them out wide once again and flex the fingers. Then bring the fingertips together and draw the fingertips down to the earth and stretch the front of the wrist. Shoulders back and down, heart lifted. Release the hands, give them a little shake, 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 shake. Roll forward. Unclasp the legs. And let's come back, moving around on our mat just a little bit today. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Tuck your toes under. Pause, let it happen. Feel your hands on the earth. Find that connection there. From here, stretch the right leg back. Stretch the left leg back. Lift the navel forward with the heart. Back through the heels, and then lift the hips high, high, high to the sky. Tailbone lifts, press through both hands, high up on the toes. Exhale, heels find their way towards the earth, getting a beautiful stretch down the backs of the legs. Breathe in, breathe out. Great. High up under the toes, drop the knees back down onto the earth. Walk the hands right underneath your shoulders. A little cat-cow to circulate the energy in that spine. The heart lifts and the tailbone lifts. Exhale, round as you lift up to the belly and lift up to the heart, and the head drops and the tailbone sinks towards the earth. Little bit of cat-cow here, circulating all that energy into the central channel from the tailbone to the crown of the head. It's called the gracious channel. Right, we're using our breath and the movement to gently open ourselves from the inside out. Next time you round, 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 round. Widen your knees, toes together, hips back down towards the heels. Balasana, child's pose. You might walk the fingertips forward. Melt the heart, drop your head. And breathe. Gently pressing the hips back towards the heels. Heart lengthens forward and down to the earth. One more big breath in. Exhale out here. You might stay here. You might bring the hands together into prayer pose. And then draw the prayers up and back towards the back of the heart. Nice, beautiful stretch in the shoulders. Healing energy to the heart. One more glorious clearing inhale. Surrender everything with your exhale and get heavy. To release, the hands find their way to the earth. And feel the earth underneath your hands. Feel that connection. Now, you can't see it, but you can feel it. With the head left, walk the hands back. Let's make our way back into Sukhasana. As we were filming this morning, lots of light and shadows. And echoes the yoga practice, yes? A little bit of light, a little bit of shadow. Find your way, let it happen in a seated position, and bring the hands together. Home now, right to the front of the heart. Lift the heart, lift the elbows. Melt the shoulders back and down. Feel your hips heavy, feet on the earth, knees heavy. Close your eyes. Notice the yoga. Abhyasa Vairagya Bhyam Tannarodaha. Like the yoga in our lives is a combination of practice and surrender. That's the balance. Find that alignment for you. Breathe into it. And enjoy. Enjoy this present moment. Namaste.